How's it, you guys? Okay, for all you Hawaii people over there and all my ohana in Hawaii, this is Ruthie from Japan. Nice to see you guys. And today I'm not wearing my Oahu hat, but I think this one kind of looks Hawaiian, right? It's I started golf recently. My dad likes golf, so I'm wearing this hat today. Anyway, oh yeah, and I'm also holding this phone because I don't have a holder yet, and I couldn't find a good place to put it, so sorry if it shakes a bit. Anyway, okay, so today I am going to tell you about one more connection I found between Japan and Hawaii. And in fact, I am now personally involved in it. I'm really proud of it. Okay, so you know how in Pidgin English we describe the underwear as bibbidee, right? We say, oh, I forgot to wear my BBDs today, or I don't have BBDs or something like that. My dad used to say BBD. For some reason, I get the impression that it's for men's underwear, okay? Not women's underwear, but we say BBDs all the time in Pidgin English, okay? So, I came to Japan, been here 30 years, never noticed anything, even though I was shopping in the stores and had it right in front of my face. There So then I got asked to take an interview for a company that I now am sort of seated on the board as like a outside director for. And the name of the company is Fujibo Holdings. And come to believe it, you never gonna believe this. Fujibo Holdings uses the BVD brand for underwear in Japan. And the BVD, if you look on Wikipedia, I checked the other day, BVD is originally from the United States, but I don't think they sell in the United States anymore. Now they sell pretty much only in Japan. Like, Japan is the only place they sell BVD. And it used to stand for somebody's name, I think. But somehow that got turned in Pidgin to BBDs. Okay? BBDs, you got your BBDs. And so I told my dad, Dad, I am one of the outside directors of this company that makes the BBD brand, your brand, the brand that you love. And I told all the people at Fujibo, I mean, they make lots of other stuff now. It's not just, they started in textiles. They've been around for 200 years. They're a fantastic company. I went to their cotton processing factory that they have in Japan. Oh, these guys are so like perfect. That's why I guess BBDs were so good. So anyway, I said to them when I was taking the interview in front of with all the other directors, I said, do you guys even know that you're so famous in Hawaii? Everybody knows BBDs. BBDs is like, that's what we call underwear. And so my dad told his friend, well, actually my friend too, same guy whose grandma was the andagi lady. Anyway, he told that guy, my daughter Ruthie is on the board, kind of Fujibo, which is the maker of BBDs. And of course, he said, which I also thought, he said, what kind of BBDs? You mean Fruit of the Loom? You mean Hanes, right? And my dad was like, no, BVD is a brand. And then the other local guy was like, I thought it was a term, right? So everybody, me too. I thought it was a noun. I thought it was like a word, a Pidgin English word to describe underwear. So that guy was saying, and he's totally correct, he was saying anything that is tight and white, we call them BBDs. So that is a really interesting, so if you're coming to Japan, okay, I can take you to the actual BBD showroom in Tokyo, all right? I think I could probably get permission to let us in there, but this company, Fujibo Holding, is just a fantastic company. Everybody on it is so like serious and good, and that's why the quality of BBD was so good. It went into the Pidgin English as BBDs. So there you go, the history and the connection with Japan of BBDs. Is that cool or what? All right, and finally, since I got such a good reaction the other day, I will tell you a story that sort of relates to the Pidgin English word BBD, okay? Maybe not the company, but the concept of BBD. So, my father, he's got to be the funniest person I know. I mean, I like Trevor Noah. I like Stephen Colbert. I like all of them. I like, what's her name? Kristen Wiig. Yeah, I like them. I think they're really, really funny. But my dad, he can make me laugh so hard. So what happened was he usually gets in these very unique situations that end up being really embarrassing at the moment, but really funny later on. So what happens, and then he tells everybody the story. So I don't feel bad about telling you guys because he's already told everyone. And I would like to record these stories in the chronicles of YouTube because they're so good. So what happened was he doesn't like the doctor. You know, it doesn't matter. No matter what, he doesn't want to go to the doctor. But this time he had to go to the doctor for some kind of checkup, okay? And he knew he had to get a shot in his okole, okay? For all of you not from Hawaii, okole is, you know, the oshiri, right? The, backside, okole. So he had to get a shot in his okole. He's really nervous about this because he doesn't like blood, he doesn't like pain, doesn't like doctors, doesn't like anything to do with it. Like he just wants to be a strong man, no problem. So he went in there, got his guts up, you know, went in there, go to the clinic, and he goes to the little room where you have like a private room where you got like the bed on the side, thinking, oh, what's gonna happen, what's gonna happen? My dad is thinking, yeah, Jay Jarman thinking, I don't wanna do this, I don't wanna do this, thinking, right? So then a relatively, you know, kind of, I guess he describes as pretty sort of young nurse comes in to administer the shot. And so the lady comes in and she says, Mr. Jarman, do you think that you could loosen your belt? Could you loosen your belt? And he was just under the idea that he's going to get a shot in the okole, okay? So he's all nervous and he got to do it in front of one girl, a lady, and it's a nurse in the room and he doesn't like it. So he gets all nervous. He undoes his belt. And then he pulls his pants all the way down to his ankles, everything, including the bibbidees. Pulls it all the way to his ankles and leans over so that she can get a good shot at his okole for the shot. Lo and behold, she gives him a shot right up near the waist. So all he had to do was just, you know, loosen his belt a little. But the guy got nervous and the guy totally, you know, made one interesting event out of this experience. So anyway, moral of the story is, Jay Jarman and also anybody else, when somebody says loosen your belt, you can ask them. You can say, you know, just like lower it a little bit on my waist. You don't have to like go the full 9 yards and, you know, totally be ready for anything to come. So just take a good lesson from this lesson and, you know, ask how much, like just a little bit down, where you're going to put the shot in, like that. Yeah, Dad. Okay. So anyway, that's a funny story about Jay Jarman. And ever since then, I'm sure he's been fine. But that's an interesting story. So we have many more of those. So I will see you guys later. Bye-bye. Aloha.